It is time.
Yo, this is Big Yuki. NuNu. Check it out.
Let's go.
Get right into it.
Alrighty.
Line kind of reminds me of Vince Guaraldi.
That drummer's sneaking up on us.
Yeah. He's got so much intention. Ooh. Those keys sound vaguely familiar to me.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
I love how he's focusing on just like a little part of the keyboard and really just digging into it.
Wow. Wow.
Oh.
It sounds like Blank Banshee, doesn't it, EJ?
It does. I love it.
Song keeps going in different directions. Surprising me.
Love the samples too. That's
Yeah.
lightly throwing in. It's beautiful.
His fingers just look so long and like they're like spaghetti all over the keyboard.
Got them finger stretches down.
Yeah.
That bass sound when he switches to that. Ooh.
Hell yeah.
Wow.
It's like the drummer's playing like in trap style with like classical almost piano on it.
He's got what, 4 keys?
Wow is all I have to say about
Yeah.
this. Thank you so much, Alric, for bringing this. Where did you hear about these guys, and why did you choose to bring this today?
I think Isaac Teal of TAUK showed me Big Yuki. I think he had played with him at some point back in the day when he was out in New York City. But Yuki's been around the scene for a while. Specific to New York City too for a minute, but yeah, he's a phenomenal keyboard player.
Yeah.
And also he's covering bass with his left hand, so another kind of split mind kind of situation, which is really inspiring as a keyboard player to see his control. What's really cool about these guys too is just you have the sampling, you have just kind of just the composite of what it is. It's just this hybrid of hip hop, trap, jazz, like classical, and it's really hard to be eclectic, but not esoteric. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be all over the place, but what's really great about his skill set and what he's able to do is just, again, find players to accent his his strengths too, but also just build a cool sound palette. Like what a mind warp, and this sounds very relevant. It sounds very recent. I mean, new age used to be like the spa music,
right.
But this sounds, for lack of a better term, this sounds very new age. It's evolving. I can't tell you that this is a single genre, and I think that's where the coolest music is headed.
Oh yeah, mixture, definitely. When you mix all those types of things together, sometimes it doesn't work when you try to force it, but this doesn't need to be forced because it just perfectly melds together. Mike?
I really love this stunning juxtaposition of genres also. I really appreciate all the things that you said, Alric, because I really agree with it. I love how it's like, you literally have like a trap drummer and it almost sounds like vaporwave on top of it too. And there's actually a genre called vapor trap, which I'm like a really big fan of. Right?
You haven't told me about vapor trap.
That's
and I love trap. So
oh my God, no, it's really good. It's like Blank Banshee. That's a vapor trap artist, and then also like NXXS, which is another one, or Vape Error. And then also I really like how the drummer is just so tight and using the SPD to really achieve, like, instead of playing like normal electronic things like normal drummers do, it seems like he's triggering all of like these really cool phrases and sweeps that the whole band is kind of running with. And I like really would be super stoked to see these guys live. This is actually one of my more favorite things we've ever listened to on the show.
Oh hell yeah! I just saw them the other day. So there's a venue in the LES in New York City, Lower East Side, and it's called New Blue, and they're part of the New Blue Jazz Festival. So actually, Chris Meyer's band from Humphreys, his other project called Kick the Cat, they played, and then Big Yuki played afterwards. So I was definitely nerding out,
Oh yeah, definitely.
Good support. So.
Are any of these artists in any other projects, or is this what they do?
Yeah, so there's another drummer who like works with Big Yuki. I know some of these guys have played with DJ Premier, and have been in his live band.
Nice.
A well-known like hip hop DJ, and they these guys do all different kinds of things. I know like there's another drummer, Antonio Sanchez, who has another project where he works with some of these people as well. It's just it's cool to see some of these people in really actually making
moves,
making moves and being creative. Really,
yeah.
And like it for taking risks. As a musician, it's nice to see it hit and land. And it makes it makes me feel better about taking risks.
Yeah. Take those leaps. Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds fantastic. And we had Neil Fro Evans from Dopapod on the show, and one thing that he said was, if you have 50 musicians, you get 500 bands.
That's right.
And I feel like it rings true because people that are that talented and have so much to offer, it's like they just can't stop. It like comes so naturally for them to just want to create and want to keep doing more and more and more. And I think that that's what we all want too.
That's
for sure. Look at Snarky Puppy,
Sure.
Right. I mean, all their keyboard players. Corey Henry has his own thing. Bill Lawrence has his own thing. Bobby Sparks has his own thing. You know what I mean? Like, because this is what they do. This is their livelihood. So they can't really. It's not something that you just turn off.
Right.
Every day. It's every day.
Yeah, those samples is coming from his drum pad, right? Oh no, it's coming from that guy.
As a guitar player.
Yeah.
Dope.
Ooh.
Yeah, really tastefully chosen pads too.
It's like it's ethereal, dreamlike.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Ooh. This is so epic. I love it.
Yeah.
Really cool. They bring the melody back. You know?
Yeah.
A really strong tone on the guitar too.
It's over a
Clean.
different feel. It feels completely different. Nice.
So clean. Well, that'll be going on my playlist.
Absolutely. I'm gonna. All I can think of as a name for that bass. That bass sound is juicy fruit.
Yeah.
Juicy. It's a juicy bass sound, right?
Yeah.
Juicy. That's funny you say that. I was thinking cotton candy.
Cotton candy. I can see that
Like, it's
too.
like fluffy.
Yeah.
Fluffy cotton candy.
I'm absolutely in love with the way that they incorporated those vocal samples in
Oh.
there. It's like unbelievable,
Inspirational.
You know?
It was
Exactly.
It was exciting. Like
Right.
like every time I thought the song was gonna do something, it did something else, and it was like, I don't want to say choppy, but like it was like bright spurts of like the vocals, and I
Yeah.
really enjoyed it.
Phenomenal.
Yeah, the
And it
bass.
was live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
That's-
live.
I really am enjoying these like live session like video recordings that people are doing
Yeah.
as of lately and the past couple of years, and I love watching it happen.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it just makes it that much more impressive because in the studio you get like really spoiled with like being able to like comp like every single note and like quantize like whatever you want, right?
Right.
And so to be able to lay something like that down live is just really, really phenomenal.
You
I'll-
see the magic happening too,
Mm-hmm.
right before your eyes, like watching everybody communicate and everybody in the pocket of their own instrument.
Yeah, and also especially in that ending part, it reminded me a lot of Papadosio too, like
Yeah.
the way
I
that
could see
they
that.
play around
Hear
with the
that.
bass and do like that kind of like live-tronica thing. But I feel like this band, like especially the drummer, is really doing a good job of like differentiating it from like other similar genres of music that this could potentially fall into.
Well, and I feel like the drummer did a really good job. I was kind of zoning out on him for a second of being in that spotlight and then taking a step back and then being like kind of bringing it to the
Right,
front and then
right, right.
going back and like really
They're all
weaving
rotating.
himself. Yeah, it was really well done.
Right, as opposed to Soul Live, where it's like a straight, like all of them are like at the same level, like the whole time. It sounds like one fluid, like perfect meshed thing, as opposed to what we just heard, which is like levels going up and down of each person kind of passing the football to each other. Right?
Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
So,
I mean, think about it, right? That's 20 years ago. So loud.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
When you talk about this, it's there's a different. I think there's just a different. It was just a different place, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, for
where
sure.
they're at, as far as like what we're accustomed to. Sonically, this is saturated. There's like
Yeah.
a whole different kind of like sonority that you're listening to, and that you're sound of music that it's just like you're not used to hearing. Like when you're listening to an organ trio, right? More kind of like Soul Live, it's a certain kind of sound that you're hearing. And again, it's only three guys
Right.
playing those instruments, like acoustic instruments, like a guitar is going to sound like a guitar, you know. But this is very saturated and has really cool sweeping effects, you know, acoustic
Sweeping,
piano
yeah.
to electronic. So it's really cool to see, again, like you said, Mike, that juxtaposition, you know, it's really cool.
Yeah, and it was really well mixed too. Everything sounded bright and full, and it sounded like a huge sound. I can't wait to listen to the rest of their album. Hi, this is Mike with Galaxy Jams Reacts. We hope that you enjoyed that React video. Be sure to check out the links below of when we're going to be live streaming our next show and also how to watch full episodes. Please hit that subscribe button. Every single one helps.